back to Parking Lot Chats with Corin
and Bo.
So, how was your weekend? You want to talk about your sweater?
Yes, I got the blue crew neck. Not on my night though, because thankfully I had a friend that went. My voice is like so hoarse.
Well, you were at the Air Show last night.
I don't know if it's from like, yeah, it was the concert last night, and also my sister drugged me to like one of the local fucking dive bars over the weekend where they like smoke. So I feel like between that and the Air Store, like my fucking voice is just shot.
You know what? She likes to act bougie, but she loves a dive bar.
She fucking loves.
She loves a dive bar.
I'm like, Chris is like, where are you going? I was like, Nicole's in freaking town for like 24 hours and wants to do like the tour, you know.
The last time that we all went out with her and she shut down the jetty, and then she asked me about it the next day, and I said, you shut down the jetty? And she was like, what? And I was like, you're a jetty person. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. So between the two, my voice is fucked. So apologies for my very manly voice today.
I like it.
But yeah, so I wanted this blue crew neck back in fucking last year when I went in Tampa, and it was sold out by the time we went. I think we went like the last night of the Tampa shows. And then so my friend went to night 1 of Miami, and I was like, if you go to the merch line, please get me a sweater. So she didn't go, but like someone did. And she got it, yeah. So thank God, because it was sold out by the time we got there night 3. And we went right away. But
was it a separate situation? So I heard that in London and like in other places, she had like a whole separate fucking stadium for her merch because it was such a big deal.
Yeah, so when I went in Tampa, there was like a merch truck outside that was open before and after the show. Okay. And then there was merch stations all throughout the stadium. Like the floor had their own merch station, and then they were all around the stadium. Fucking Miami, which I've heard that it's venues that put on the merch, not her. So the venues choose how to do shit. And they had one fucking merch center. One. For 61,000 people.
That seems really stupid on their part, because like we know y'all are buying shit.
So fucking stupid. So it wasn't one line, which is, if anyone's listening is a Swiftie that like follows the fucking the tour happenings or whatever, everything keeps saying online that it was like one line, and it wasn't one line. There was multiple lines, but it was one area. Like you had to go up to like the top level, and then you literally like corralled like fucking sheep through the shit, and then all of a sudden you went down steps and like into this I don't even know what it was, honestly, this huge room, and then they had long ass table, and like each there was like multiple lines at that long table, so there must have been multiple lines like up top, and then
right.
Whatever, I don't know, I don't know. But it still took us an hour and 15 minutes to get through the merch line.
So how
and then by
early
the time
you
got
that?
there, they were fucking sold out of shit.
I bet. Well, were they sold out of stuff from it just being night 3?
I think so. I think they sold out of this night too. But then, I don't know, I heard conflicting things. Like some people said they went later on in night 2 and like they had restocked it. But it was sold out when we went last night.
So do you go ahead of time? Like how early do you have to go to stand in that kind of line?
We honestly, without actually knowing, like we barely planned it, did it fucking perfectly. Like we did I don't know if you go to the Dolphin Stadium, they do this for like Dolphins games too, and like any concert there's a ride share, like not a ride, I guess a park and ride. So there's 2 lots that are off the stadium. One is across the street from the Hard Rock Hotel. They have literally like luxury buses, like you went to on a field trip like far away. What are those called? Like
charter buses.
Charter buses, yeah. They had charter buses for $10. You parked in the parking lot and got on a charter bus, and it took you to the stadium, and you got dropped off at your own fucking entrance.
Oh, that's really convenient.
And like literally, we didn't have to wait. We just walked right in.
I haven't been to a Dolphins game since like I
It was
park there.
so convenient for $10. The parking in the stadium was $35, and when we were already in and had been in the line trying to get through security, like for people that actually like parked
yeah,
was insane.
I would take that $10 ride
it was
share any fucking
so
day, or
easy.
park, whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah,
park share.
And so we walked in, and we literally, I was like, we said our section, and she's like, oh, straight ahead, which couldn't have been like, we didn't plan that. We didn't know where it was gonna drop us off at. So we ended up having club level seats. So we went up to like that, and
Well, you got good seats though.
Yeah, I mean the seats were awesome, and then so we got in line before, like we got in line and like got through the merch. We got there like I don't know, gates opened at 4:30. I think we got there right around 4:30, and then we were back and done with merch by the time the opener went on.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Who was the opener?
Gracie Abrams. I actually don't listen to any of her music.
I've heard the name, but I don't think
I know she is, but I didn't know any of the songs. She was a really good performer, though.
But you liked it?
Yeah,
that's good.
She did good. And then, and Taylor goes on for 3.5 fucking hours.
That's so impressive. Non-stop. So impressive.
It was so good.
I bet it was. I believe you. Tell us more.
I don't, like, it's just, like, theatrical. Like, she literally does not stop. From the time she comes on the stage until she sings Karma and goes off. She has, like, a few minutes in between, like, sets where she disappears for a minute. But it's not time. I don't even know if it's enough time to fucking pee.
What were your special secret songs?
Out of the Woods. She combined Out of the Woods and something. I forget.
These are the questions that people have.
I know. What was
There's a guitar one and a piano one,
I know.
Right?
That was... The guitar was Out of the Woods and fuck. And then I know the piano one was Mirrorball and Guilty as Sin. That was good.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I bet
like
that's
both
fun.
times but fuck. I know I'm terrible. What was it? You know, like when everything just went so fast.
Yeah, I bet. I bet that was like a blur, like a whirlwind, right?
She's like in like the Evermore era, right? And I'm like, oh wow, she still has to do like the acoustic. She still has to do 1989. She still has to do Tortured Poets Department, Midnights. Like, wow, we still have so much to go. And then all of a sudden, you're like, it's fucking Karma and it's over. Like,
like what happened?
Yeah.
I'm just in a daze the whole time.
Yeah.
All right, what'd she put narcotics in her songs?
Right.
I had a question.
It's gonna kill me if I can't. Oh, all you had to do was stay.
Okay.
Out of the Woods.
And that was the guitar one.
Yes.
That's nice.
Yeah. It was fun. It was so good. And then we took the ride share back. That was probably that was a little bit of a long line, but I liked actually kind of the queues, even the queue for like merch, because you got to see like so many outfits. Like
yeah, that's what I like to see, like everybody's outfits.
Yeah.
Did you see anybody fun? Was your man Lance there?
No, I didn't see anybody fun. I heard Flavor Flav was there, but I didn't see him. There. But I mean, obviously, we're like up in the 200 section. They're not. They're down on the floor.
Yeah, well, he's King
and
Swifty.
We didn't really walk around that much because club level is so fucking convenient.
Right, where
like
you
literally walk out the door and there's food and drinks right there. Like you didn't have to walk anywhere.
Right, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I really liked your outfit.
Thanks.
You're supposed to write a story or something because it was cute.
We had like Fearless era. I unintentionally. I just wanted like the fringe. But I dressed like that, and then KK dressed like Midnights, and
Nicole was Reputation. I liked that. It looked nice.
And then her friend Heather that went with us, she had a red dress on, but she had cowboy boots. So I feel like she kind of like what is a nod to like red and debut.
So she could be everybody.
Yeah,
so that's cute.
Yeah, it was cute. It was fun, and that was her first time, Nicole's first time too, seeing Taylor. So they were like in awe, like it was crazy.
Right, because it's such a great show. I've never been, but I'd imagine.
Yeah.
And I mean, you and Kay are on what, 5?
Actually, 4. Yeah, we went Speak Now, Reputation, and then 2 eras. So that was the last eras. I was like, okay, it's over. Like, I don't know when we're going to see her again.
Oh, she'll put out another album.
I was so sad she didn't fucking do Reputation.
Oh, yeah,
I really thought it. I really
it.
thought she was going to fucking announce Reputation.
So what happened on Friday? Who came out with what? I don't pay any attention. Did anybody put an album out? Did we find out?
Oh, I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't know, like, fucking what's-his-face finally released, Morgan Wallen finally released, like, the single of, like, Love Somebody or something that he'd been, like, teasing since fucking summer. It was, like, on TikTok as, like, leaked, and it took him forever to put it out. But I don't know why they moved it.
This week's album releases.
Nobody that I know of.
I don't know
like,
any of this.
Yeah.
I mean, I know who Kylie Minogue is, but I didn't know that she was still popular.
I didn't know she was still putting out music.
Me neither. All right, well, I guess we don't know what happened with that. I guess they really just changed their stuff.
Yeah. I know. I really thought, like, with her wearing, like, that the snake, like, handbag, and then she changed the Reputation
that was all over my Instagram.
On Friday, like, she has worn the same outfit for a year and
a half.
A year and a half. And then
either.
for the last 10 shows, she changes it.
It's suspicious.
It is.
Maybe she meant to put it on Friday until then suddenly came up.
I don't know. It's just odd. I really thought we were going to get the announcement, but I don't know. It was the last rain show because it rained for like half the show, like, and we were covered, so we didn't get rained on, thankfully, but it's the last one because all of her other venues are inside.
Oh,
so there's like no other opportunity
special.
for a rain show. Yeah,
that's cute.
Yeah, it was a good time. I had a lot of fun.
I'm glad.
It's like sad it's over. I'm like, nothing else. You know, you looked forward to it for a year and a half, and then it just done.
So well, but you got your sweater at least.
I did
I'm
get
excited.
my sweater.
I was excited when I saw
And
you got your sweater.
I'm glad I didn't get it in Tampa, to be honest, because I wouldn't have wanted to spend the money again. And this has all the tour dates. Like Tampa's wouldn't have had, like my shirt that I got in Tampa doesn't have all the tour dates.
Right, because she added.
Yeah.
That's cute. So that's special.
Yeah, so I'm glad it worked out that way and I was able to get it.
Good. I'm glad too.
Yeah, thanks. It was fun. Did you do anything fun?
Oh, I mean, I have some local.
What?
Okay, so this is what happened. So the city put on their Harvest Hayride and Pumpkin Patch. I wasn't going to talk about this, but here we are. So I knew we've talked about it before, like this area in Florida in general has just grown a lot in the last few years, like especially this area.
Yeah.
And they were on their Facebook page and they were like, carpool if you can, buy advance parking, pay for your parking in advance, carpool if you can. And so I told my family, my cousin, my partner, and my kid, and I was like, look guys, we're going to this fucking thing. It's free admission, so like you can't really get mad.
They do like a hayride and bonfire. Is it that one?
Yeah, it's the Hayfire and Bun Ride, right?
Yeah, that made total fucking sense.
It's the Hayfire and the Bun Ride.
Hayfire Bun.
It's the Hayfire Bun Ride. So it's $5 parking. The event's free. Pretty much everything's free but food. We had to like tip for face painting. It seems like a great time, right?
Yeah.
I said, we got to get there at 2 o'clock. I'm not playing with these people. And they said, okay. And so we did. And we did have a nice time. So I think that they were lacking in communication. Like we got there and there was like a line of people waiting for the hayride. And then there's people walking in and we thought, well, we'll just walk in. And we walk in and we go to the petting zoo. And then we're like, well, how do we see the jack-o'-lantern trail? Oh, well, you had to take the hayride in to do it. Okay, no big deal. Because at this point, they're letting you take the hayride out to the parking lot and then stay while they pick people up and then you go back through. But now the line in the parking lot's getting longer and longer. So I kind of feel like an asshole taking up this spot when I could have just came in. But whatever. And then we buy some food. Eric waits about 45 minutes for some hot dogs. Oh, and then also you're in the middle of the woods and nobody carries cash. So everybody's trying to use the square, but nobody has reception.
Oh my God.
It starts raining. The bonfire's going out. It's, we're going to get out of here. It's 4 o'clock. We leave. We probably drove for 5 to 10 minutes past the line. And I was like, this isn't going to go well. This isn't going to go well. So then I was like, and I'm joking in the car, and I'm like, I can't wait to get on Facebook later and read these comments. And then later on, I was like, let me get on Facebook and read these. People waited. People were trying to get in the line, and the cop was waving them on. They thought they were going to find another back of the line, and they were just not letting people in. But no communication. Weren't telling them that, just waving them on. And then some people managed to get into the line, sat in that line for an hour, 2 hours.
You mean the line of like cars?
Of cars
people
to
trying
get
to
in,
get
to park. And then got up the front and they said, we're at capacity after waiting that fucking long. And so there was only one line. So if you prepaid for parking, you still had to wait in that line. People that prepaid for parking never fucking got in.
What?
So I had a decent time because I showed up early. But like, there wasn't that much to do. If I would have waited in that line for an hour and got in, I'd have been pissed. Like, and like, it was like supposed to be so many like hand-carved jack-o'-lanterns. And like, there were some on like the trail, but the trail was mostly blow-ups, which it was cute. It was fun for what it was. But like the jack-o'-lanterns that I did see around were like plastic Mickey Mouse ones that you got at Walmart. Like,
what
you know,
the
like
fuck?
I like some pictures. So like,
like
I don't know if the hand-carved ones were somewhere else.
Do anything correctly.
And that's what, like, and then I made a TikTok, and then I was feeling kind of guilty about it, because then I made one, like, showing it, like, we had a nice time, but I made one where I was just talking, and at the end, I was like, man, the city of Port St. Lucie needs to work on their communication, because you look stupid.
Yeah.
And then I felt bad, but, like, they do look stupid, because the thing is, they had this Facebook event page where everyone is talking, and, like, complaining about it, and, like, there's 5 of them at the car line. If one of them would have went on there and been like, hey, guys, we're at capacity. Hey, this is what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you drive around town, you can see that everyone's on their phone on Facebook instead of driving. They're on Facebook. If you go on there, if you made an event page,
right,
keep the people
Update
updated.
the fucking event page.
Update, right, because it got to the point where, like, they were letting people wait in that line and then turning them away when they finally got up there. And I ran into somebody that we know, and I was casually talking to them, and they were just like, oh, Edward this, Isabella that. And I said, wait, did you name your kids after Twilight? And she said, oh, I never watched Twilight, but I get that a lot.
Oh my God.
Think about who it is, and I'm going to let you guess at the end. When it's just us. You could guess.
Okay.
It was hilarious. And I was like, she's just talking nonchalantly. And I was like, wait, what? Did you name your kids after Twilight?
To do that, and I've never watched
And I've
Twilight.
never watched
it's really
it.
Funny.
Never watched it.
That
It's
sucks
so
for
fucking
her.
funny. She's like, Edward and Isabella. And I was like, wait a minute. So that was the local events this weekend. It was cute for us with the 5-year-old, you know what I mean? But even like the pumpkin patch, there was like a pumpkin patch, and it was like some pumpkins thrown on a lawn, and it was kind of cute to take pictures with. But I mean, there's like multiple churches around here that have much cuter photo ops. That's where you should, and there's not a line and not $5 parking. Yeah. And the pumpkins are $1 at the church. The baby ones are $1. The spooky ones are $3.
I wonder what those people did that paid for the parking pass and like didn't get in. That's fucked up.
They were on Facebook yelling at Port St. Lucie better give them a receipt or whatever, refund, excuse me. Cause, I would have been pissed even if I got in after waiting for an hour, because it wasn't worth that kind of wait.
Yeah, well, imagine the wait to like do anything once
after that.
I do.
Right, and we were there, so we're eating at like 3:30.
Yeah,
and
it took you 45 minutes to get a fucking hot dog. A fucking hot dog.
And like me and Pammy went to, there was
like
a
roller or like a dirty water hot dog.
Well, I think it was people getting through trying to pay, because I went to a different booth. So there was like a salad booth, and like we went over there and got like wraps and quesadillas. Me and my cousin did, and he went over to the and the wrap one. It was nice. It was called Cat's Custom Salads, because it came with like wraps and like a fries too. You know what I mean? So I like got like a whole meal, and then just like was able to like split it with my kid, because he just eats fries anyway. Right. So like, and that was good. My cousin got a quesadilla. I got a chicken Caesar wrap. Like, I know you like a chicken Caesar wrap.
I do love
it was good.
Caesar.
Yeah, right. But like, she had a credit card, so luckily like I had cash. So like I just paid because they couldn't get their squares to work.
Oh my God, what a fucking
it was.
And that's not even the first year they've done that. They've been doing that for years.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And still can't fucking get it together?
Well, someone told me that it's at a different spot. It's definitely at a different spot than, so I haven't gone in 5 years, and it came up on my Facebook memories. It just happened to be, I guess that's the amount of years that need to pass for the day to be on the same day. Because my Facebook memories popped up that we had taken him 5 years ago, that Saturday. I had gone to one, but it wasn't there. It was at, what's his name's ranch?
Oh.
Back then.
No, the one that I'm thinking of was where it was this year. It's been there for years. It's been doing it for years.
And the person that told me that, the person that named their kids after Twilight, told me that she thought that it was somewhere else, but she also was clearly confused because she named her kids after Twilight. Events.
Things.
Maybe. Because she was like, it wasn't here last year, and I was like, I don't know. But, so, and we got, like, there was, like, parking, like, right by the bathrooms where there's a parking lot. So, like, that's where we parked because we got there early enough. But, like, as we were driving out, like, there was people parked, like, mile down the road, 2 miles down the road.
Wild.
So, if they got in then, you had to park. You had to wait an hour to park a mile away, walk to the fucking thing for what? Some llamas? I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could have been cute, but. And that's what, like, I've said to people before, like, our family came on, like, 4th of July, and they were like, well, you know, we could check out some local events, and I was like, I'll get a list of local events, and you can go. But me personally, I am aware of the parking traffic situation, the population situation in this spot. I'm not going to 4th of July events were difficult in downtown Fort Pierce 20 years ago.
Right.
I'm not going now.
Right.
So that was our local news. That was what I did this weekend.
Nice.
I went to the pumpkin patch or whatever.
Oh, I'm glad you had a great time.
Hayride bonfire.
Yeah.
Hayride that time.
Yeah. What did you say?
Hayfire bon ride. Yeah. I went to the Hayfire bon ride and I had a nice time, but I think half of the city did not.
Would not agree.
Yeah. I think a lot of people did not have the same experience that I did, but I had an okay time.
You got Disney news, right?
Yeah, so
I saw some people bitching.
Yeah, and so it's out of control. But I feel like what we need to remember here is that this particular offering is not for us. This is not for us. So they came out with a new lightning lane pass situation. It's not the regular lightning lane. It's only available right now to deluxe and DVC guests because even they probably can't afford it. I think depending on the day in park, it's anywhere from like $200 to $500.
Oh my God.
Per person. But it's a literal no fucking reservation. Every ride you want lightning lane. So the thing with the lightning lanes now is like you have to reserve them, and so
Right.
you're crossing the park and this and that, and you only get like 3.
Right.
So for this, you get to go on every ride at your own convenience. You walk right into the lightning lane. So I see the market for it.
Yeah, but this is the issue. It's what it was. It's what Lightning Lane used to be before they made it bullshit, and now they made that only available to people who are fucking loaded.
But I don't remember it ever being like that, where you could go on every ride whenever you wanted. It was always return times at least, and it wasn't every ride. It was like a couple. And like the only time that I've ever had them before when they were free was when I was given from a cast number. So I feel like you had to pay something before, because it certainly wasn't everything.
Well, yeah, you
at
always
any time.
had to pay like for they were called like fast passes
Right,
or
right.
something like that, and you always had to pay extra for fast passes. But if you had a fast pass, it's like universal. It was always like universal, like where you have a fast pass, you buy the fast pass, add it to your ticket, and then you can get in the fast pass lane of every ride that offers fast pass.
Right,
it's not
right.
everyone, like Hagrid's and Universal doesn't have fast pass line. So like not every line has a fast pass, but 95% of them do, and you just paid that flat fee. And Disney used to be the same way. I don't remember what they called them. I don't remember.
I think it was. See, I never paid for it, so I didn't even know that.
I
it
don't
was
remember
like
if
that.
they called them a fast pass, but they had the same idea where like you just got in the lane and you could skip the other line.
Right.
But now it's like this system where they make you choose it, and now the only people that can go back to whenever what it used to be
Is them.
are the people who fucking have the money. Like they just, I don't know. I get like whatever they're. I don't, obviously they didn't intentionally like take it away to then give it to people, but
And
it's
it's crazy.
Like weird 360 moment where it's like now back to that, but only if you can afford it.
Right. And I know that a lot of people are mad about it, but again, I never paid from it even then.
Right.
So I feel like for me, it's not that big of, you know what I mean? Like I'm not
Yeah.
upset about it. Like I don't really care. But a lot of people do care. And a lot of people are saying that that's why I was like, wait, it didn't used to be free, because so many people online are saying that. And
It was
I don't
never
know
free because if it was never free, because if it was free, then that would fucking,
then what would be the point?
there would be no point.
So
Yeah, like negate
think-
not negate the point of it.
I
That's
don't
not
know
what
if
I'm
like
looking
they
for,
used to do
but-
it like how Universal does, that where like you got it with like a deluxe resort and people were like children at the time and don't realize that.
Well, yeah, anybody that's saying it used to be free was like a child, right? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
I guess maybe like
You'd have to
older
be,
generation,
right,
like
because
grandparents and
people
stuff.
are saying
would
like that this stuff
remember
used
back
to be
then,
free,
but-
and I feel like maybe like you got it like how Universal does if you stayed at like a
maybe,
deluxe,
yeah.
maybe. But I don't.
I remember they used to have like the little cards, like you were saying,
Right.
And like a cast member could give it to you, if
And
they
that's the only
wanted
time I've
to.
ever had them.
Yeah.
Or like
hey, come back later. And
or like you get stuck on a ride. Like I've
Yeah.
even like stuck on Pirates, and then
Yeah.
they like give you a free fast pass. And then my
Yeah.
cousin wanted to use it as a laugh factory. You must be kidding me.
Yeah, I remember they used to do that too, but I'm pretty sure the system used to be kind of like what
Yeah.
Universal still is, where
You could just
you could just get on them. Yeah, you didn't have to. You never had to like reserve the times and stuff. That's all new.
That's the whole new one that they do.
Yeah.
And then so everybody's mad. And then now they just announced they're getting a new CEO. So they're kicking fucking what's his name, Bob Iger out again. They kicked Bob Iger out, and then they got Chapek. But Chapek was even worse because he was the one that was charging for parking for like everybody. And like, how are you gonna make deluxe resort guests pay for parking? They're paying
Right.
$1,000 a night to stay at the Grand Floridian.
Right.
They're not paying you for fucking parking. He was making pass holders pay for parking.
Yeah.
So Bob Iger came back and got rid of that, so I guess we're all just happy about that. But now he's doing this, and now everybody's pissed
So
again,
who's
so he's
the new
out.
one?
We don't know. Disney's planning on announcing a new CEO, but he hasn't even stepped down. But they put it out 2026. We're getting a new CEO, so I mean we got a year. I guess they have to figure
he's
it out.
He's
On his
not
way.
gone yet.
No, he's not gone yet, but he's mad enough that they're talking about it. Disney says it will hire a new CEO in early 2026. And a board shakeup. Oh, yeah, so that's what happened. The director in charge of planning for a successor to the chief executive will become chairman. So their board is changing, and they said, you know what, we're getting a new CEO. We're sick of y'all.
Dang, I don't know
we
how
could
loud
just
that
pick
is
this
in there.
up and
Yeah.
I don't know what else to
if
do.
it's like picking up that rain, but fucking Florida, it's been Florida. It's been raining at night, which is like not very.
You want to talk about Fun Rain, Florida? So Eric called me when he got off of work, and he works maybe half a mile from our house where we live. And he said, oh, wow, it's a shame about this weather this afternoon, huh? It got really shitty. And I said, what the fuck are you talking about? It's been overcast, but, like, I was, like, running errands, and, like,
Yeah.
I'm fine. And he was like, it was just started pouring 5 minutes ago. Or he was like, it just started pouring a little while ago, like, raining cats and dogs. And I was like, what? And then all of a sudden it started. So he must have just been, it happened over there first because he was like, oh, this weather. And I was like, the fuck do you mean? The weather's fine.
So funny.
But that's how Florida goes. And then he drove into it, and then he was like, oh, wait, I see. You're right. I'm driving into it now.
Yeah, but it's been raining, like 7:30 at night. Rain showers is kind of wild, no?
Usually
it's like a 3 o'clock.
Usually it is a 3 o'clock, but then I feel like sometimes it gets a little later.
Yeah.
As we go into the fall, here we go.
This is true.
And here we go. Now it's the fall, so it's time to rain late. All right. What are we?
I guess on to like celebrity. Do you have more Disney shit?
I don't think I really do because, honestly, that crazy lightning land in the sea, and like I felt like we had a lot of other stuff, so I didn't do a lot of like Disney deep diving. Do you want to talk about your boyfriend's wife and how he's he was with someone else? Did you see that? Was that true?
I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't look into it.
I didn't look into it because I just felt like it was like clickbait. Like it was gonna be like his assistant or like
speculation bullshit.
Yeah, like it wasn't gonna be what they were trying to make it out to be. You know what I mean? So I didn't even give it time.
I didn't look further into it because I don't care that much.
Because how do you actually know that Jessica Biel is forgiving? Like, how do you actually know that's happening? Like, she's not fucking coming out and saying that.
Right. All she's talking about is her fucking shower yogurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I don't know. I didn't read into it. I saw that headline, though. Yeah. I was just like, fuck. I didn't have, like, the...
I shared it just so I could make my jokes.
Right.
But I didn't actually find out if it was true.
I think I read somewhere that it was like it was like a guy and a girl. It wasn't just like a girl.
Well, that's not as exciting.
Right. Which is kind of like the vibe I got from that headline to begin with. Like, what was the headline? Jessica Biel is...
Justin Timberlake, marriage crisis.
Yeah.
So that's how you can tell, I guess, right? That does sound pretty...
It's going to ruin the tour.
Yeah, and that's all I wanted to say. That's all I had to say about that.
Yeah.
All right. Did you see this thing about Aaron Carter speaking out and that they killed him because he was about to talk shit about Diddy and his stupid brother?
No, but like...
I mean,
we always... What did we say last time? Like, there's always like a small percentage of truth to...
Mm-hmm. And like, he died like
theory.
Real fucking Whitney Houston like.
Yeah.
Real, like the same, like literally same Whitney Houston situation.
Yeah.
And they said that it was right when like the brother... Fucking brother's name. Nick. Was getting the band back together for his world tour.
Yeah.
And that's when they were like, look, like, you can't be talking about this stuff. And he was like, I'm an adult and I'm going to tell my truth. And they were like, nope, you're going to die in the bathtub.
Yeah. Fucking terrible. I mean, do we want to stay on, like, the...
Might as well. And then we'll...
Topic of...
Oh. Okay.
Passing. Because
yeah,
I think that's a big one. That happened last week.
Yeah.
Liam.
Yeah.
From One Direction. That whole thing is just really wild. And then the fact that it was like, it happened in Argentina. So like the media was being fed things that like they wouldn't have been fed if it happened in like England, like UK or America. Like the news just works different over there. They don't have as many, like, I don't think they have like the same, I don't want to say standards, but like maybe media standards, you know what I mean? Like they just show like everything.
Okay, but...
And just speak about everything.
Okay, but this media is no better because your stupid fucking friends, I know they're not your friends, but you're the one that hates them. They're the ones that posted the body.
I know. Like TMZ then took it. Like the fact that they even had access to it.
But you're right, they wouldn't have had access to it, you're right.
Right, but they're even like bigger assholes for actually fucking sharing
I never saw it. I didn't want to see that.
I never saw it. I didn't look for it. I'm assuming it's probably still out there.
Perez Hilton said that TMZ took it down.
They did take it down, but once it's out, it's out. You can still fucking find it.
Right.
Like they got it from somewhere. TMZ got it from somewhere, and you know what I mean.
Right.
Like, I'm sure it still exists out there. Do you know that his sister found out from the fucking media?
That's so sad.
Like what? Could you imagine like opening your phone and what if it was like the TMZ article
and saw that,
and that was like the first thing you saw?
That's so sad. The whole thing is so sad. Like we've mentioned before, we were just talking about One Direction, how like we're not One Direction fans, but like I watched like a couple, the Perez Hilton, like he really like got into it, and
he did.
So I watched some of his stuff, and like he can be intrusive too, but I feel like he, especially now, like that he's older, he tries to be more respectful. You know what I mean? I feel like before he used to be damn near as bad. But he's definitely gotten better. But what really killed me was he was saying he did show some pictures of like the room and stuff, and he was like, look, like this is graphic, but like this is real, and like
Yeah. I didn't see any graphic pictures of the room. Other like the only thing I saw, which I guess could be like graphic to someone, trigger warning, it just was like the Smash TV.
Oh no, the pictures that he was showing was like there were substances in it and like a lot of like tin foil.
I did see tinfoil and stuff. And the Smash TV picture, is it the same one or no?
There was more of like the bathtub and like tables.
Oh, I didn't see
it.
All
was
that.
like there was like a lot of tinfoil pipes.
Oh,
A lot
I
of
didn't
tinfoil
see any
pipes.
of that.
So I knew that we were going to talk about this. Oh, I'm sending us a whole voicemail. Oh, I forgot I did have one more Disney thing. That's okay. We'll go back to it. So I pulled this up just in case anyone is struggling. You call 988 Lifeline. It's a suicide and crisis lifeline. If you have issues with anything, suicide or because this wasn't suicide, they don't think.
They think he actually was just so fucked up.
So that's what I was gonna say. Is like it's like if you have addiction problems. So that's really scary because people, it's totally not normal, but it is normal. Like when you're that fucked up on anything to hallucinate.
Yeah.
Like that's super normal. I had a cousin who was trying to get clean. She went to a rehab center. They said, no, you're fine. And they told her to leave. And she went to sleep on a bench and then got up and ran out into the road. And they're like hallucinating from like withdrawals and whatnot. And like they should have like taken her, but they didn't. And so if you have I don't know, this 988, I was just trying to look for like so we could have something to like. Sure. And I looked, it is like, it's a national thing.
So you just dial 988.
Just 988. And you can also text. You don't have to talk to somebody. You can text. And we can share this like in stories or whatever. I just figured if we were going to talk about this, I wanted to have something like, you know what I mean? Because it's hard to get help sometimes, especially like Florida has a fun industry where like people make these like halfway homes and like rehab centers, but they're really just like money laundering fronts or trying to like screw over insurance. So talk to your healthcare provider if you can afford one. I don't know. That's sad, right? Because what do you even do? But
it's terrible. It's
terrible
sad. What happened to him. There was so many videos of like right before like him out with fans and stuff that were like popping up on my TikTok right after the news broke. And I'm like, I've never seen him on my TikTok before.
No.
You know? And then like his girlfriend kept popping up on my feed, and like her video of like them going to Argentina, and it was just really fucking weird.
And it's just so sad, and it just goes to show, you know, you can have everything and still have mental illnesses, still deal with the depression,
and he openly
the
talked about it too. And then I saw one interview where he talked about like the interviewer asked him I don't know the exact question, but something along the lines of like the hardest thing of like being in the boy band and stuff like that, and was asking him about like his time in the boy band. And he had said that one of the worst like things was when they would lock them in the hotel rooms, and they would be in this hotel room not allowed to leave, and there would be a mini bar. So what would you do? And he felt like that was where like the alcohol abuse started. He was so young too,
right?
And then it just makes you like really sad to think that like at the end of it was him locked like in a hotel room
by himself
because he was like down in the lobby and he was causing havoc, and they put him up in his room.
Right. And I think it was Perez that said too that like there was like a call from like the hotel management had like called the police there and was like,
to the 911
call. They're like, we need y'all to come.
We're afraid of his safety.
Right.
He's in a room with a balcony.
And that's what I was saying. Yeah, they mentioned that like he has a balcony.
Yeah.
I mean, rest in peace, poor guy.
Yeah, it's terrible. So young. Yeah, and with a little boy, like...
He had a kid, right? And his whole family.
Yeah, it's extremely sad. You know, like Karina said, there's so many hotlines and help out there.
Yeah, you know, if you need help.
Sometimes it's hard to, like, talk to, you know, people you know.
Right.
You don't want to, like, give your, you know, them that, like, insight into your issues. So there's people that, like, what do you call it? Not,
like a crisis counselor?
Where they're like mutual too, not mutual.
Neutral, right. And this one also is Spanish and English. And there's a call, text, and chat, and a deaf, hard of hearing. So It seems like they're covering their bases here. I mean, I feel like anybody. United States and its territories.
Okay.
So I didn't have anything like worldwide, but that's the best I could do.
Yeah, I don't think anyone worldwide is listening to us anyways.
You don't know. You're on YouTube. YouTube gets some... Man, half of my YouTube viewers are, like, in India. On, like, my other channel.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty good. Yeah. All my
I haven't
YouTube
seen that
viewers
on
are
ours.
not here. I don't know why, but I like it.
Yeah, I mean...
It's fun.
That's funny.
Yeah, I, like, went live and, like, some guy was talking to me from India. But I was, like,
really?
at the beach, and he was like, back up, you're gonna get wet. And I was like, you know what? I'm fine. And then I got soaked, and I was like, all right, you were right.
All right,
what else? Because that's sad, right?
We can now talk about new life. Jennifer Lawrence is pregnant with her second kid.
I didn't know that. That's cute.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I saw that. I think today or yesterday I saw it. It's her second, which she was so cute pregnant the first time. I remember pictures. Like, she stayed hidden for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember, like, when she finally showed up in something, everyone was, like, she was just such, you know, some people are just, like, fucking cute pregnant. Yeah. She was. And I love her. She's, like, so funny.
Yeah, she is really funny. I think she's funny.
Always has, like, great, like, personality when she's doing, like, red carpets and shit.
Right. I like her. She has a good vibe.
Yeah, I don't actually know who her husband is. Probably some
I was gonna
producer
ask,
or something.
I don't know.
I don't even know I can't even remember his name. I think it said it in, like, the post. My voice is so fucked up.
I know, but I like it.
Let me see. Where did it? No, I just was expecting. I read it somewhere, but this is like not okay. Congratulations, Jennifer Lawrence. I got to move on because I saw today that Cruz Beckham, who is Victoria and David Beckham's kid, is dating. He's 19 years old.
Okay.
He's dating a 30-year-old. Like, are we okay? I don't think we're okay with this, right?
I feel like that's, it's the same, because you can't be, what's the word, gender bias about this. No, that's not okay. It's not okay. It wouldn't be okay if it was a 19-year-old girl and a 30-year-old dude.
Yeah, like we talk shit about fucking...
So I got a problem both ways.
What's his face? Bill Belichick and his fucking 20-year-old girl. 19, she's young as fuck.
She got him on Instagram, though, so that's fun.
She does, and he was wearing this sweater in one of his Instagram
Really?
posts. Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Fucking wearing
Is that why I was wondering why you're pulling out
Yeah, that's why I pulled out my sweater, because he's just fucking wearing... Bill Belichick's wearing fucking Taylor Swift outfits.
I really like that.
It's fucking
definitely need to go check that
funny.
out.
But yeah, I was like, what the like, you're 30 years old. What could you possibly have in common with a 19-year-old?
She's trying to get that money.
Or the dad. That's what my mind.
Dad's hot.
I'm like, she's probably trying to get in there with David. Watch out, Victoria.
When the other one got married, one of his wife's friends was like buying shoes for my cousin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, work down there, and it's all down there.
Oh, yeah, they all do live down there.
Right.
I don't know. I'm like...
Yeah, I think that's kind of gross and weird.
It seems like 19... Like, I feel like under 21 should state under 21.
Absolutely agree.
Like, he can't even, like, go to a fucking over 21 club with you. Or bar, there's like even just like bar and restaurants that don't allow you in under 21.
And like there's like clubs, I don't know if it's still like this, but I know when I was younger there were even some clubs that were like 21 girls and like 25 dudes.
Yeah.
Because like we're not even dealing with you guys.
Right, like a 19-year-old male isn't even like minutely mature.
No.
Compared to a 30. Like, what do you have in common? I don't know. It was just, I was like, what the fuck? It's weird.
All right, what are you guys doing? Making penis jokes?
Right? Like, you don't have anything in common. I don't know.
Who is she? Do we know her?
Jackie Apostle. I have no idea who that is. But there was just like a video from the Daily Mail of them like all up on each other. I hate when it like plays this up. I don't know if you can see it.
I can't really see it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, they were like hugging and kissing and shit. Like, and look, I mean, she kind of, this is terrible, but she like looks older. So I'm like, she's like 30-year-old that like looks like they're 12. Whatever, you know what I mean?
Right. I'm just gonna look over your notes.
Yeah, so that was that
funny.
couple.
I saw
and
that
then
too.
This was funny too for another couple. So you know how like there's like speculation but never has not that I've seen has been confirmed that Meryl Streep and Martin Short are a couple.
I don't think so, but honestly, I'm confused because they are in the show.
Right. They are in the show.
They are in the show. Yeah.
But so it's never been confirmed that they are outside, but there is a picture taken over the weekend, I guess, 2 days ago, of them together and like Meryl Streep's driving, and it's like, oh, they're driving like, you know, Meryl Streep's driving her little boyfriend to the date. And do you remember like that picture? This picture went like viral. Like,
I saw this and laughed so hard.
yeah. So there was like, what was that? It was Selena Gomez.
It was some kind of a
Taylor Swift, and I don't remember who the other person was, and they were like chatting. Like, I don't know if you can see that. And everyone like went crazy afterwards. Like, what were they talking about?
Like, it's our business.
Like, it's our business, but everyone was like, they were whispering and like giggling, and we were like, everyone just really wanted to be like a fly on their shoulder to like hear what the fuck they were saying. And Selena actually like commented during that like craze or whatever and said, no, I told, because I don't know what people, I forget what people were speculating.
I remember it was something. I remember like it was a big deal, and like it wasn't even like the people wanted to hear their conversations. That everybody thought they were talking about a specific thing.
Yeah, they did. Everyone thought they were saying, maybe because it was at the time was it Harry Styles?
No,
at the time
I think
she
it was
like
when
walked
she started
over
dating what's his
to
name
Harry
at that
Styles.
Point. I don't know.
Oh, you think she's sure? I don't remember. Everyone thought it was something. When Selena Gomez commented on something and was like, no, I told Taylor about 2 of my friends who hooked up. Not that that's anyone's business. And then somebody, like, when that picture went out, someone was like, I can't believe this is what Selena and Taylor were gossiping about.
It obviously was.
I mean, what probably,
I bet it was.
What if it really was? It's so funny.
If I was any kind of celebrity,
like,
and
I don't know
you
that timeline.
were friends with them and you knew that they were hooking up, I would want you to tell me that. I feel like that makes complete sense. And like when I first saw this, I was like, I thought it was funny too, but I also thought, you know what? I bet that's true.
I don't remember the timeline of it all. Obviously, like, shit's recorded, like, filmed like way before we even see it too, so like they could have actually been filming that season, like,
right,
you know, before we even knew Meryl Streep was in it or something like that, you know. So it probably really fucking was who she was talking about. It's so funny.
I like that. I'm choosing to believe that it was.
I think me too. Yeah.
Right. I'm choosing to believe that's true.
It's so funny. Meryl Streep and Martin Short. So random too. Like, how long do you think they've actually known each other? Because they've both been in the business for so long.
They probably know each other
like,
forever.
is this the first thing they've even worked on together? I don't know. I have no idea. Like could they have just met now? Like, later in life?
I doubt they just met.
Yeah, like they've had to.
But they might have
both in Hollywood.
just spent time together.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably like their first time like being in a fake relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about how that show even came to be? That I saw?
No.
Steve Martin.
Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah.
We're talking about. If you don't know.
Steve Martin was talking to Martin Short.
Maybe you did tell us.
Did I tell you?
I think so.
Okay.
We might though. I mean, I don't know.
Steve Martin was talking to Martin Short, and he was like, oh, I always had this really good idea for a show, and it's like 2 old guys, like, you know, like investigating murders, but like in their building. And then Martin Short was like, well, we're 2 old guys.
Yeah. You think I did hear that?
Yeah, it's fun.
I think you did tell us that. Or me.
I just love it like they did it, because I love this fucking show.
Yeah, and it's so fucking good. It's like this weird humor, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, but it's so funny.
It's so funny. It's like the only thing that we're watching besides, like, you know, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I haven't really been watching anything lately. I finished a few things. Like, I finished Outer Banks. I finished the Menendez brothers. Oh, I actually watched the second documentary. Did we ever talk about that?
You talked about how you had finished the first one.
Yeah, I did watch the second one too. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm very interested to know if they get out.
Did you see the LA DA's office put out a Instagram post about how like they're gonna look in like they're looking into like new information because I guess everybody's harassing them on Instagram.
I believe it. And freaking Kitty's sister. They did a press conference with the family, like the new lawyer that's taking on the case and like trying to get them out. Had the family hold like a press conference, and Kitty's sister came out and was like defending the boys.
I feel like she was the whole time, wasn't she? The whole time?
Yeah, I mean, she was in the documentary I watched too, and
I feel like that was like one of my mom's points was like that she was on her side, and she was like, I believe her.
Right, like that's the sister.
Yeah,
if you killed my kid, I mean, if you killed my daughter, I can't talk. I'm so tired. We didn't get back until like
Now?
3 a.m.
Oh.
Oh, well, yeah. We got back to the
say-
hotel in Fort Lauderdale at like 3 a.m. And then we just got back in town like literally 30 minutes ago. We stayed down there for the day. Whatever.
weren't
30 minutes
45
before we
minutes.
met you, but no, it's fine. I just couldn't like I was saying all the wrong things. I was trying to say if you killed my sister, even as being like my nephews, I would still have an issue. You know what I mean? Like, and she doesn't have an issue with them.
No. Right. So, like, that's
Right.
very telling. That's very telling.
Right.
Unless she's a fucking psychopath, too.
Right.
Which I doubt. Not all three of y'all are crazy.
And then I learned in the documentary that the second trial, they didn't have manslaughter as an option. So, like, the first trial that got, they couldn't agree on.
Mm-hmm.
There was a mistrial.
Okay.
They had the option of acquittal, like innocent, manslaughter, which is like not premeditated, or first degree murder, which is premeditated. And where the hung jury occurred was that they couldn't decide between manslaughter and first degree. No one could agree on what it was. Like, was it premeditated? So when they retried him and they did the second trial, right after the O.J. Simpson acquittal, right after O.J. Simpson was found not guilty, the Menendez brothers' second trial happened. We're in L.A. again. And they, there's speculation that, like, the prosecution or the judge, really, Attorney General, was, like, not going to allow, like, a second mistrial. And, like, they needed that, like, that guilty.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't, like, they didn't want to, like, look like idiots again, like, after OJ got off. You know what I mean?
So stupid. So you ruined some kid's life so you didn't look stupid.
And so they took manslaughter off. And so the jury had innocent or first degree murder. And there was never, like, they weren't innocent.
No, they're not innocent.
They did it. But did they plan to do
Right.
it? Was always the question. And so they should have been given I do believe, like, manslaughter should have still been on the table.
Absolutely, you're right.
Because I don't think that they premeditated it. Even though yes, they went out and they bought the guns. Fucking shotguns of everything. But was that, like, just to have in case the parents did fucking come at them? Like, they truly thought, like, that dad told them for fucking years, for 18 years, if you ever tell anybody, I'll fucking kill you. You know what I mean?
Right, were they just trying to protect themselves?
And so now he
did.
finally told Lyle, and he thought his dad was gonna fucking kill him. Both of them.
Right.
And so they went out and bought guns in case the dad did come after them. And I think that they were in this state of, like, fear that the parents were actually going to do it, that they felt like they needed to do it first.
And they shouldn't be in jail forever for that.
But is that But is that premeditated? It's definitely not it's not self-defense because they weren't actively being.
But is it not self-defense if you thought someone was going to kill you if you didn't kill them first?
But to think someone is going to do something doesn't mean they're actually going to do something.
Fair enough.
Like, they weren't actively being, like, strangled. That's self-defense. Like,
Right,
I can
right.
think people are going to... I expect people to do shit all the time they don't fucking do.
Fair enough.
So, I don't know. I don't think that they should have gotten life. I think they should have gotten... I think manslaughter and, like, a decreased...
Right, sentence.
I don't think they should have gotten life.
Well, if they come back and then they do that, then maybe they'll get time served, and that will be the case.
Yeah. But yeah, so I watched that. The second documentary was a little bit more informing.
Right. The first one was just like a drama anyway, right?
Yeah, and it made you, like, question things because it was a TV series.
That was the point, right?
Yeah.
Right.
The point of it was to, like, show everything that was being said during that time, not to show, like, the facts or whatever.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
But, yeah.
I might still check that out if I get a chance.
It was still very interesting.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Yeah.
I'm just running out of time, you know? I've got books and whatnot I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm reading.
Yeah. All right, well, I guess we can end with what we talk about every fucking week, and that is that Diddy, and we need to say how he actually was, like, putting fucking drugs in the baby oil. And I saw today that 7 more lawsuits have been filed by victims, and the youngest one is 13.
That's what I asked you if I was gonna. If I sent you earlier, you didn't see it.
I did see that, though. Not from what you sent.
13-year-old girl alongside unnamed male and female celebrity in new wave of lawsuits. And then did you see the other one? I must have not sent that one. And it said, I believe I saw one. I didn't send this one apparently, but it said that the 13-year-old girl was like with her parents.
What the fuck?
I think I saw it somewhere. It's not here, so maybe I misread this somewhere and thought that, like, unnamed male and female celebrity met parents, but I don't think so. I think I must have saw that somewhere.
So the 13-year-old girl was with
alongside unnamed male and female
but they're not but not necessarily her parents.
No, not
that's
not
what this is saying.
Yeah, that's what this says.
This is saying that there was a male and female with them that are with her that are celebrities, and then you feel like you read somewhere else that it said those two people were actually her parents.
Well, I think that this says that he's accused of drugging and assaulting her as well as a male and celebrity.
Oh,
that's what I think. Alongside,
not that they were there.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. But I think I read somewhere else that the 13-year-old's parents were celebrities that were there. Or maybe I just misread this one, thought that this was the same thing.
Oh.
But this definitely doesn't say that. But it does.
To be quite honest, I don't know what's more fucked up. Like probably the parents actually being there. But then if the parents weren't there, they allowed their 13-year-old alone with Diddy.
So either way,
the parents are should be fucking charged as well. Where were they?
Hopefully not there.
I mean, unless she like fucking ran away, because 13-year-olds can be.
They can do that.
Yeah.
Right. This Diddy stuff is getting wild, and it's like you feel so bad.
Sometimes I don't like to blame the parents, like I just said, like they should be arrested too. Sometimes I don't like to do that because
sometimes kids are wild.
Kids are fucking wild, yeah. And it's not always the parents' fault. Like you can raise your kids in like an amazing household and be amazing people, and your kids can still turn out to be assholes.
This was from last week, and I forgot to say it, and just while we're here. So Bow Wow had said that Diddy Combs' arrest had left a hole in the hip-hop party scene. What kind of creepy fucking weirdo are you, Bow Wow?
Apparently was right in there with it.
You know what I mean?
That's
and like
fucking
he was
weird.
also brought in as a child, though.
He was.
So like I don't know if he's just that. And like he's done shit before where it's been like he's not right in the fucking head.
Right.
But like, what kind of audacity do you have to come out and say that
and
right
to
now?
Say that.
To say
like
that right
someone
now. You know what I mean?
Him.
Like like someone please.
Yeah.
Take his fucking phone away and maybe don't let him say things and like check on his kids. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, how dare you say that?
Was he? I don't know how you would say it and like not be.
How do you say that and not
like,
be? You know what I mean?
Maybe like.
I don't know. I'll pull up the article. But...
Jokingly, can you joke about that? I mean, we could say that jokingly, like, "Oh, there's definitely a hole in the party scene now, huh?" Like you could. I guess you could say that jokingly.
The comments are pretty good. So this comment just made him the next man to investigate. So glad he's worried about the party scene. Don't ever say hole and Diddy in the same sentence. Read the room, little man. He needs to be investigated too.
Oh my God.
He's having freak off withdrawals. That was my first thought.
Oh my God.
Well, we can confirm one name on the master list. That's what I thought. You know what I mean? That's what I thought.
No, I know.
Bow Wow concerned about the wrong shit. You know what I mean? But like honestly, like that's a weird thing to say.
It is.
That's a weird fucking thing to say.
And like he was like in the scene too, so it's not like he's like joking, like making fun of it or something like that. Like, not that it's a funny thing, but you know, people.
Right, people are weird. We make weird jokes.
Yeah, I mean, people
do it all the time.
Make jokes out of like things that aren't funny all the time. It's like a way to like cope or soften or you know what I mean.
Coping mechanism.
Yeah,
that's what I say all the time.
But he was humor. Like,
but I won't say it to everybody.
Friends with them, wasn't he? Like,
and I wouldn't tell E! News that.
I doubt he did. I doubt E! News.
Well,
was it like a fucking interview with E! News? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where it came from.
You said it to somebody.
Speaking out amid.
But I'd have to go to E! News's link in bio to find the article, and I'm not that interested.
Right.
I did have one Disney thing that I forgot. Very exciting. I guess I'm upset that this wasn't a thing. Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade will include a Minnie Mouse balloon for the first time. They've been in the parade for 100 years and you just now include a Minnie?
Aw, really? That's cool. They do other Disney, right? Did they do other Disney?
They do some, yeah. I mean, like, but Bluey was there last year and y'all never put Minnie in?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dang,
I get, like, Bluey's a big phenomenon. I'm a fan. I got Bluey tattoos. I get it, but... Yeah. No, I'm excited. And I mean, it's my birthday, too, so obviously they're doing it for me.
Obviously.
Oh, joining Mickey Mouse, whose balloon debut was 1934. Pluto, 1934. Donald Duck, 1935. And Goofy, 1992. So this is just the first time they're letting the girl in.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Fucking Macy's.
That's so weird.
Right? Right? My cousin sent that to me a couple days ago, and I was like, I feel like she should have already been there. That's weird that she wasn't. And then she was like, it's your birthday. And I was like, okay, fine. I guess they're doing it for my birthday. And then today I was like, you know what? I'm sending that to parking lot. I got beat that she wasn't already in there.
Yeah, it's weird.
Sometimes I send her other fun things, but it's not. Oh, that was your friends looking like R2D2 and C3PO.
Oh my god. Can you show that picture? That's really funny. Taylor and Travis looking like.
And we were just like talking about C3PO the other day because like people at her job were acting like he's annoying, and like he is. And she was like, I love him though because like he's so sassy. Like I love C3PO too, but like he's kind of an obnoxious dickhead, but like it's really funny.
I can't comment because I don't.
You don't know.
I don't know.
It's okay. He's fantastic though.
Yeah.
So, and that was funny because they were just like them.
They were.
And we had just been talking about them. So I don't know. I don't think I have anything else.
No, I think I'm like, I know if we keep going, it's just going to be us rambling. So I think on that note, thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here.
Peace out. K-Town.